You know what I want to know? Where was my intervention of my alcoholism? Nobody did an intervention. And I tell you one thing, there were sober people in my life that don't even drink. So, but did they try? No. I think they wanted to drink, me to drink so they could get all the juicy stuff on how much of a terrible person I was. And maybe I said or did something they didn't like in the process. So it was cause and effect. And I refuse to take blame for people that were egg people on, and then do a blame shift. Don't think so. I mean, I have been told I'm combative for so long, and it's like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. It hit me one day. It hit me one day that I was like, wait a minute. This isn't my fault. It's not my fault. Do I take accountability? Yeah, but the whole thing is before things got crazy, guess I was drinking, but it wasn't out of control. It was not. And again, I'm not an angel. Okay. I'm not an angel. I don't claim to be an angel. I don't know if any of my videos that people think that I believe that I'm self-righteous and saying I never did anything wrong because yes, I did. Of course, it doesn't help when you're having a drinking problem and people don't even seem to want to help. Like they just would rather you act a fool and them to play on that and either A, entertainment, laugh at you, and B, oh, whoops, why did she do that? Now I'm pissed. Now I'm pissed. She said something I didn't like. She wasn't supposed to say that. Well, the thing of the matter is you can't feed people alcohol, anybody, and expect a good outcome and it not to be anything you don't like. That's basically virtually medically impossible. It's medically impossible. Just like it is for a schizophrenic individual to be such an analyst as myself. It's impossible. It's possible. I mean, impossible. The whole, what do you call it? Their thinking process of someone that has schizophrenia is broken up. They can't, it's not I don't know, I'm not thinking of the word, but it is like they're all over the place. They can't analyze. They can't problem solve. Their thinking is different. The way they see things is different. And I am not judging. I'm not judging. And the only reason I know is, well, I looked it up after a couple people insinuating that I'm schizophrenic. And it's kind of like, well, I couldn't have done my last job. It would be virtually impossible for me to do my last job and have schizophrenia. I mean, there was way too much stuff I did at my job, and that it wouldn't be possible. The thought process would not go through for my job, for my life, through conversations I have, et cetera, et cetera. Guys, I'm really bummed out. I mean, I was so ripped off. I've been so freaking ripped off. And I know we've all been ripped off. But I feel like saying it right now because, well, we can talk about ourselves. We are allowed to feel what we're feeling and still understand, empathize. And of course, we can empathize because those of us going through it, even in different variations, of course we can. But unlike a lot of the world will tell you today, not to think of your own problems, to think of someone else's. Well, is that really solving your problems? Everybody wants you to be a problem solver, right? And take care of your issues. Well, wouldn't that mean you have to go ahead and think about your issues? I think so. I think that would kind of be the way it would be. Yeah, buddy, that's the way it be. You guys, I'm silly. I'm a dork, okay? And no, I'm not insulting myself. I'm just cheesy like that. So anyway, you guys have a good day. And I guess this is just like a 2 little part ramble. And, because I'm tired. I'm tired. And, you guys, doesn't this candle look pretty in the dark against this tablecloth? I'm not at home. I can't really be at my home anymore. Of course, I can't really be anywhere, huh? Not wanted. Not wanted. You're the unwanted in society. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. And you know what? And this is like I think I mentioned it in my other video. I'll look, but if I'm repeating myself, well, that's unfortunately the way it is. I'm sorry. It is the same as, I mean, come on, a drunk dude or chick or woman, okay? Because I'm not, what do you call it, limiting. I know that men and women are both do that. So if somebody is really drunk and you take advantage of them and you're stone sober, you're sober as sober can be, well, I'm sorry, but you are accountable in like a lot of ways, right? You're in your right mind. And that goes for everybody in the program, out of the program, whatever. And I guess that would actually be common sense, right?